Hey guys, so what we're going to be doing is creating our galaxy for our background. So we're going to be making a watercolor galaxy background to put our little clay rocket on. Okay, and we'll paint our clay rocket in silver and gold and add some details before we glue it on. Okay, so right now, watercolor. So we're going to create a resist using white and yellow crayons. So you will need to get those out of your art box now. You're going to be using watercolor paper. So before we start anything, make sure that your name is on the back. And now we can start adding our stars. So this is called a resist. R-E-S-I-S-T. So when you add crayon on the paper and then you paint watercolors and sometimes other types of paint on top, you can still see the crayon. Because remember, we talked about how it says, no, I'm not going to be painted. So that's a resist. Say resist. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to go in here because you are welcome to draw stars in the way that you know how to. So if your crayon, you can use the white or the yellow. If you want to draw them, like the little star shape that we're all familiar with, but stars in outer space are actually round. So you can also do those. So you can add all of your stars, different places. It's okay if you can't see the white. So you could even draw a few little lines. And I press down kind of hard. So if you want to make it look like your lines, little comets, or maybe where your rocket is coming through. Okay, so what I would do first to create the resist is I go ahead and I add water onto my paper, and then I'm going to do little drops. So I take the brush and I go in and get water, and then I dip the tip of my brush, and then I just let it gently touch where I added water. So it just kind of stays in there and kind of goes around your stars. So you can still see all that yellow. Because if you paint it like this without water first, just kind of paints the paper like normal, which is fine. You can try that too. But this right here, you're going to get these really cool fun swirls like we've looked at in our outer space pictures. So a little bit more water, a different color. And then I'm just going to kind of drop that on there and let those swirl. Now, gravity is also fun, because you can allow that to kind of move around your paper. So just lift up. So water, paint, paper, let that drip. So all my little white stars are showing up now. Water, paint. So let's try some black on there and let that kind of swirl and drip through. Okay. Water, I'm going to add that down here. Not too much, just kind of spread it out. That's why we're using the watercolor brushes that kind of act more like a mop, so be careful with those. They shouldn't look like spiders. So you're taking those and letting your color drip and spread that out. Water, paint. If you rub too much, you're going to end up rubbing the wax away from your crayon. So that's why I'm letting most of this just kind of gently rub on there. Now we keep everything on the tray because all of that paint could slide off and get all over your table, and it's less cleanup for you.